Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First and 10. Cunningham over the middle. That's caught by Rice. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably shorter.
Touchdown! A big play there. 55 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw is Prescott. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
So you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Looking to throw. Cunningham. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down. Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. A give to Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Cunningham.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Off play action. Cunningham. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Let's go!
On first down, Cunningham. That's complete, right around the 8. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. the counter. It's Henry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
On 4th down, Cunningham. This one caught left side by Cooper. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. 1st down, Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And now here's a carry heading left. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw on 2nd down. Cunningham over the middle. Amari Cooper. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Throwing on 1st down. Cunningham. Wide open receiver, complete. And touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Looking deep for Adams. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play clock winding down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And now with the play clock almost to 0, Dirk Cutter's going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A second down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. It's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This is all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love. It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So out come the Bucs now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Second down, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Navarro Bowman in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Donnie Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Off the bootleg, Cunningham. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there?
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, 36 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back now in Arlington. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Prescott on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And tough starting field position here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Being chased out left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed